Welcome back. In the last two segments, we've explained how monologues are being used to create Mosaixlogue and shown scenes from the newly emerging story. In this episode, we interview writer Jack Remick, asking him if he were stranded on a desert island and could only take one book, what it would be.
On a desert island by myself and I had only one book, it would have to be Blood Meridian. Or I might want to take my own novel, Blood. They don't have anything in common other than the absolute sheer horror of violence that lies at the center of both of them. But in a strange way, they're about love of a different kind. They're not physical love at all. They're about a different aspect and approach to the whole process of being with others and what you expect from them. And I think that if I were on a desert island, I would want to be reminded of that social interaction that is what makes us human. We don't do well alone. We've evolved. I believe in evolution. Darwin I might take the descent of man or the origin of species. But as we evolved, we didn't evolve alone. We co-evolved, and so we need that constant reminder that we are born social, and we must stay social in order to stay sane. And when we lose that sense of sociability, we do experience a kind of psychosis. And that destroys us, and it's destroying us now as I look around at the rape and pillage of the resource space, which is one of the major problems in the world right now, is that too many of us live alone, in a sense, even though we're surrounded by multitudes. We don't experience the social interaction that we need, except maybe in a couple. But we don't experience that grander sense of a social contract that binds us as human beings, allows us to use language and writing specifically to separate ourselves from the rest of the evolved world. I know of no other being that can both write its history, write its present, and project its future. I can imagine my death. I can imagine being dead on that desert island. But I cannot imagine a bison recounting the history of bisonry through the Pleistocene. I just don't think that is possible. And it will probably never be possible with another being. And so I would say books that remind me of what it means to be human, even though, like in Cormac McCarthy, some of it is pretty brutal. I mean, that humanness is very brutal. In Blood, my novel, a lot of it is very beautiful, but it's also about love. It's about how you achieve that inner state of release from the need to be loved so that you can give everything.